We're seeing great gains on the bourse since Monday. All of a sudden on Friday, we're seeing depreciation. Is that just profit taking?
Yes, I think so. I think a big part of that is profit taking. What we actually saw, after all trades have settled, was a sharp dip of 2.6% day on day, 2.79 week on week to close at 23,226. What we think, we actually largely expected that to happen, because as you're aware, there's a large pile of margin loans out there, and there's a large pile of people paying interest on those loans, and we are just looking for the closest opportunity, right, to taking profit and paying down on your loans. So while there's a tendency for the market, well, at the start of the year for the market to gain aggressively, we think we had always saw that as a threat, because that, of course, in itself is a very large supply of stock just waiting to come into the market at the perceived right price, and that may have been what we saw today. So aside the profit takers of the shrewd investors who came in December to lead, there's also those profit takers from the margin loan issue who would also come back into the market to cut their losses. That said, of all stocks traded, 26 stocks gained, 55 stocks lost, while 56 stocks traded flat. Amongst the top gainers were Starcoms, Wema Bank, African Petroleum, and Presco. Amongst the top losers were Dangote Sugar, Eternal Oil, Access Bank, and Bank PHB. All the major banks as well shed a lot today. So the banking sector was a major casualty of today's trading, which also points to the excess supply of stocks just waiting on the sidelines.
All right. Well, the DG of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Akinwonuola Atitebi, had a press briefing early on, as we heard. One of the challenges that she said is restoring confidence, investor confidence, and part of the problem is weak governance. How exactly will the DG crack the whip on weak governance in Nigeria?
Exactly. A lot of what we saw today was just essentially a treatise and our own principles of leadership going forward. We saw a lot on the vision, where they want to go to. We didn't see, it was weak on details on the processes, how will it be done. So a lot of the work I would expect our team would just start laying that down. It's not going to be easy. The primary tool they have right now in enforcing government is sanctions, because the processes are still way weak. It's not a market that is as efficient as what you have in most of the West, and building that efficiency would require a major overhaul of processes, from information technology issues to brokers and the whole ecosystem of the capital markets as at now. It's a very ambitious program she has laid on, and of which the ultimate aim is to deepen the market, at the same time raise its efficiency levels to Western standards.
Well, so many developments in Nigeria at the moment, a possible resolution to be expected from Parliament, whereby one could possibly see the Vice President, Goodluck Jonathan, taking over the leadership in Nigeria, and after the DG's press conference urging stricter measures in the capital markets. What's the outlook for the bourse next week?
We think the bourse next week may trade lower. However, a lot of that may ultimately should stimulate a return of a lot of retail investors into the market. Because the whole idea of the DG's conference was improving investors' confidence. Now, it may have appeared that the bulk of those investors will be institutional investors, but a lot of people who feel cheated by the market today are retail investors. And the return of those retail investors, who are often the hand players in that ecosystem of share price exchanges, will come back into the market. But we don't think it's going to be an immediate process. We think the goals she has set herself will not happen in a month. We think these are medium to long-term goals. They cannot be achieved in a month or even within the short term. So we think, by and large, the profit takers may continue into next week. Therefore, we may then see a continued rally, year rally in the stock, the bourse.